Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Gracias.
What's your name?
My name is Greg Thomas.
Oh, Greg, I'm Giovanni. Nice to meet you.
Likewise, igualmente.
Where are you from?
I am from Southern California in the United States. I lived previously near Los Angeles, California.
Why did you come to live in Costa Rica?
My wife and I came in 2008 on vacation, and we liked it so much that we decided it might be a good place to retire. So after we returned from our vacation, we booked a second trip in Christmas of 2008 and came back and started looking for places that we thought we might want to live after we retire. And we went to a couple of places. We went to San Ramon and to Arenal, and we almost bought a house in Arenal, but we wound up not buying that. And we came back again in 2009 and early 2009 and came to Grecia and Atenas and wound up buying a house in San Francisco.
Oh, interesting. So how long have you been here?
We have been living here since the beginning of March, since March 8th of 2011 this year.
Okay. So Greg, what do you do here?
Well, we're both pensionados. My wife and I are both retired, so we don't have jobs here, but we're teaching some of the local women in San Francisco English. We just started that a couple of weeks ago. We haven't done it before. It's kind of an experiment, but it's working out so far. And we try to do some recreational activities. I walk a lot for exercise. We've been making some changes to the house that we bought, and that's mostly it.
I can tell you walk a lot. I see you every day walking. That's great.
Yes, well, it's one of the nice things about living here is it's beautiful, and no matter which direction you walk in, you're going to see something very nice, and the people are very friendly, and it's a lot of good exercise.
Great, great. Could you tell me about your family?
Yes, my family in Costa Rica here is simply my wife and myself. Again, we're both pensionados. I have one son from a previous marriage who lives in California, and one nieta who's about 3.5 years old, and we're hoping that they will come visit us soon.
Well, I hope so. That would be nice. So what is your new hometown like?
Well, it's small. It's hard to even find it on a map. But it's very nice. We like it very much. The neighbors are really wonderful. Many of them are family to each other. I think only 3 or 4 families constitute a large percentage of the people that live in San Francisco. People are friendly and helpful, and we're really happy here.
Nice to hear that. So have there been any difficulties?
Well, communication is a little bit of a difficulty because we don't speak very much Spanish. We're learning poco a poco, but sometimes it's difficult to communicate, but there have not been any difficulties that I would consider to be insurmountable. It's a little complicated sometimes to conduct transactions at the bank, for example, but
Why is that?
Because of the language barrier, but we always seem to find somebody who speaks enough English to help us out, or we figure out how to express what we need to say in Spanish. At the Banco Nacional in Grecia, for example, there's a wonderful woman who greets people as they come in and hands out the numbers, and she speaks excellent English, so when we have a problem we can go to her and she can help us.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So do you feel at home in Costa Rica?
I do. Sometimes I think about the fact that I'm living in another country now after living for over 60 years in the United States and never having lived anywhere else, and it just sort of amazes me, but it feels very much like home now.
Wow, excellent. What do you like and dislike about your new life here?
I like the tranquility. I like the climate. I like the people. I like the beautiful area that we live in. We can look out and see something beautiful in almost any direction. We can walk in almost any direction and see lots of nature. I like the fact that Costa Rica values the people, and that they spend their resources more on people, like healthcare and education, rather than things like militaries and so on. What I kind of don't like is the infrastructure is kind of not so good sometimes. The roads, compared to what I'm used to in the United States, of course, are very much not as nice as the roads in the United States. And the people, while they're very nice in person, sometimes seem a little crazy in cars. But on the whole, we still really like it here. So it's a net positive experience.
Oh wow, nice. Greg, what do you miss?
What do I miss? I guess I miss being able to order books from Amazon and have them delivered quickly and cheaply, and I miss maybe some of the entertainment options that exist in the United States more readily. But again, on the whole, I wouldn't go back because of those things.
Oh, okay. Well, so would you like to add anything? Like, you know, there are many people in Costa Rica trying to learn English, and sometimes they might be afraid of approaching Americans.
Well, I understand completely how they feel, because sometimes I'm a little afraid to approach people because I don't speak very good Spanish. So I would hope people would approach us and talk to us. We've got several neighbors who we've helped with, who are already taking English classes somewhere, and we've worked with them a little bit to help them with their English, and we really want to integrate into the community. So it's a great opportunity for both of us, I think, to get to know each other. If we can help people with their English, for sure they can help us with our Spanish. So it's a two-way street.
Okay, Greg, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for being here and doing what you're doing for the community. That's just fantastic. We appreciate it.
Mucho gusto.
Oh, your Spanish is good. Bye.
Poco a poco.